What's happening, gang? It's your boy Retro back again with another reaction video. Yeah. Today we got another huge update. I know you guys could probably already tell it is going down just by that title alone, guys. Today I have found proof, and it's really sad to see, guys. You know, they couldn't win this fair and square, so they had to resort to cheating, rigging the debate, guys. Oh my goodness. We're gonna hop straight into this one because we got tons of clips to get into, man, just showing that this was a loaded debate, guys. We're gonna hop straight into it. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Before we even get into it, y'all, hit that like button. Also hit that subscribe button for your boy. And without further ado, let's get into it, you guys. This is insane. Look at this right here. ABC's debate moderators refuse to fact check Kamala Harris on her lies. Donald Trump getting fact checks on truth. Come on, y'all, look at this.
Tim Walz and I are both gun owners. We're not taking anybody's guns away, so stop with the continuous lying about this stuff.
We have to have a buyback program, and I support a mandatory buyback program. It's got to be smart. We got to do it the right way.
Do you believe in the mandatory buyback of quote-unquote assault weapons?
I do believe that we need to do buyback. Let's remember Charlottesville, where there was a mob of people carrying tiki torches, spewing anti-Semitic hate. And what did the president then at the time say? There were fine people on each side.
And you had some very bad people in that group. But you also had people that were very fine people on both sides. You had people in that group, excuse me, and you had people, and I'm not talking about the neo-Nazis and the white nationalists, because they should be condemned totally. But you had many people in that group other than neo-Nazis and white nationalists, okay? And the Supreme Court had great courage in doing it. And I give tremendous credit to those 6 justices.
There is no state in this country where it is legal to kill a baby after it's born. Madam Vice President, I want to get your response to President Trump.
Under government, Tim Walz, babies born alive and botched abortions were left to, oh my goodness. Then he removed reporting requirements. Like, come on, you guys. That right there, they were trying to gaslight, make this guy Donald Trump just look like he was absolutely just insane all night. But he wasn't even far. He was spot on with the truth. It was Kamala Harris who was able to just lie on top of lie on top of lie. Like, look at this, you guys. This is multiple. We've got more to go. And Kamala Harris is just on a roll, lying on top of lie and not getting fact checked one single time, guys. Like, come on, listen to this.
She was big on defund the police. In Minnesota, she won.
Where do you stand on defund the police?
Look, right. So here's the thing. Defund the police. The issue behind it is that we need to reimagine how we are creating safety. And when you have many cities that have 1/3 of their entire city budget focused on policing.
This sounds like a dangerous liberal to me, guys. I don't know. Call me crazy in the comments, guys, but this sounds a little bit dangerous. Listen to her.
Many cities that have 1/3 of their entire city budget focused on policing. We know that is not the smart way and the best way or the right way to achieve safety. For too long, the status quo thinking has been you get more safety by putting more cops on the street. Well, that's wrong. And then also, again, what we need to do about demilitarizing our schools and taking police officers out of schools.
You hear that, guys? Taking police officers, taking the security guard, taking them out of the schools. Kamala Harris she's just dangerous. She's a danger to our society. You can see it right now. Danger to our country, guys. Look at her.
Our schools. And taking police officers out of schools.
On that point, Donald Trump, the candidate, has said in this election there will be a bloodbath if this and the outcome of this election is not to his liking.
Mexico has taken over a period of 30 years, 34% of the automobile manufacturing business in our country. Think of it, went to Mexico. China now is building a couple of massive plants where they're going to build the cars in Mexico and they think that they're going to sell those cars into the United States with no tax at the border. Let me tell you something to China. If you're listening, President Xi, and you and I are friends, but he understands the way I deal, those big monster car manufacturing plants that you're building in Mexico right now, and you think you're going to get that, you're going to not hire Americans, and you're going to sell the cars to us. Now, we're going to put a 100% tariff on every single car that comes across the line, and you're not going to be able to sell those cars. If I get elected, now, if I don't get elected, it's going to be a bloodbath for the whole. That's going to be the least of it. It's going to be a bloodbath for the country. That'll be the least.
I mean, come on, you guys. Taking one single statement that Donald Trump said, that'll be a bloodbath. Just because he said that if he didn't win, there was going to be a bloodbath as far as, you know, China and the automobile industry. Like, what? What on earth? This is Kamala Harris right here for you guys. She will take the smallest statement. They're talking about this is the same campaign of cheap fakes, deep fakes. They're always trying to say that we're the ones using them, guys, but it looks like it's just them. Look at this, guys. I'm surprised CNN even decided to air out this segment right here. This is a real statement on Kamala Harris, her administration. Look at this.
Tonight, Kamala Harris releasing details of her policy positions for the first time on her campaign website. A K-file investigation has uncovered, meantime, a 2019 questionnaire. And in this questionnaire, Harris laid out some much more liberal stances, among them on immigration. So in 2019, in what K-file found, she said she would cut funding to ICE, writing, quote, "Our immigrant detention system is out of control, and I believe we must end the unfair incarceration of thousands of individuals, families, and children. I was one of the first senators after President Trump was elected to advocate for a decrease in funding to ICE." Well, now, of course, she's touting the Biden administration's executive order to crack down on the border. K-File's Andrew Kaczynski joins me now. Andrew, that's pretty incredible on its own when you're talking about what you found here on ICE. What else did you find?
Yeah, and this was a questionnaire that she filled out for the ACLU, and this questionnaire is really an interesting snapshot in time of that 2019 Democratic primary. Kamala Harris was trying to get to the left of Bernie Sanders. She was trying to get to the left of Elizabeth Warren, and you really see that in a lot of these answers, and I want to walk our viewers through a little bit of what she said. Let's just take immigration and look at what she said here. She said on immigration, she made this open-ended pledge to end immigrant detention. She said she supported taxpayer-funded gender transition surgeries for detained migrants. She also said she
taxpayer-funded gender transition surgeries for detained migrants. She actually,
even the CNN host came. I seen it. What they did? She said what? No, she didn't say that, guys. No way. Even the CNN host is like, no way. This is true. My money, my tax dollars going to migrants for no. Oh my goodness, this is the dangerous liberal that we're speaking on. Kamala Harris tries to hide it, say she's a moderate. Guys, no way, no day. Saying things like this. Look, this is just 2019. 5 years isn't that long, guys. I'm going to say that right now.
She also said she
taxpayer-funded gender transition surgeries for detained migrants. She actually said she supported that.
She both wrote and answered in the affirmative when she was asked this.
She wrote and both answered in the affirmative, guy. Y'all hear that? She put this in writing, guy. I mean, that means and when you put something, that means you mean it. You feel that way. Like, no way, no day, y'all.
She both wrote and answered in the affirmative when she was asked this. And she said she also supported it for federal prisoners. Now, she also pledged to slash immigration detention by 50%, close all family and private facilities, and decrease funding for ICE, and then the end ICE detainers with local law enforcement.
I mean, these are things that, you know, it would be hard to think that you would come up with taxpayer funding gender transitions for detained migrants, and yet this, as you say, written and verbally. You know, what else, you know, did you find?
Well, let's take a look at her answer here on drugs. She got asked about, the question from the ACLU was, since drug use is better addressed as a public health issue through treatment and other programming, will you support the decriminalization at the federal level of all drug possession for personal use? And Harris answers yes. Now, what would that mean? Well, it means,
will you support decriminalization at the federal level of all drug possession for personal use? Huh? Oh my goodness, guys. This is the dangerous liberal policies that we speak on right here, guys. Decriminalization for all drug use? Oh my, she's trying to have a real problem in America, guys. That's Kamala Harris for you. None of that came out last night, guys. They tried their hardest to gaslight the viewers when Donald Trump brought up the point to say that Kamala Harris has caused a crisis in our country, letting our southern borders just be wide open for anybody. Hannibal Lecter to come in, guys. Yes, I'll say it. Hannibal Lecter could possibly be walking across our border. We don't know because no one's getting checked. And they're eating the animals. They're eating the wildlife. Look at this, guys.
Yo, listen, when I tell y'all, Democrats, y'all be going hard. Like, y'all literally go hard to defend Kamala and Biden. So, this is crazy. Yesterday, y'all, it was a town hall meeting in Springfield, Ohio. And in Springfield, Ohio, they found out that the Haitian immigrants were eating ducks. I'm talking about...
Come on, y'all. It's not just Donald Trump saying this. You know, they tried their hardest. Even the moderators played into that gaslighting tactic. You know, Kamala Harris' face frowned up like she had never heard of it before because she doesn't want to admit. She's embarrassed to admit the problem that she's caused, guys. This is a first-hand look. Springfield, Ohio residents are speaking. I got more clips, guys. I got more clips. I just want to start off here and let you guys know that our president is not crazy. He hasn't lost it like Joe Biden. They're trying to make it seem like Kamala Harris is young, hip, limber, and, you know, quick on her feet. It's the complete opposite. She's just a liar, a flat-out liar, guys. Donald Trump was just telling the truth. What he's seen, the problem, it does sound crazy because it is a crazy problem that Kamala Harris created. Listen to this, guys.
In Ohio, they found out that the Haitian immigrants were eating ducks. I'm talking about the ducks that usually walk around the park looking so beautiful that you feed bread to. And I can't talking about that. But what baffled me about the whole situation was you now have Democrats.
What was that?
What the whole situation was.
Dude, he has a duck. He has a duck, like a pet, like a duck. That looks like a Canadian goose, honestly. Oh my God, a Canadian goose looks delectable to you. Like you just see a Canadian goose, you're like, I'm gonna grab that, take it home, skin it, fry it, cook it up. No way, y'all.
You now have Democrats trying to find, they literally try to debunk everything. Even down to not just the people going in the town hall meeting and talking about what they were experiencing within their community. We talking about they have pictures of the immigrants walking around with the ducks in their hand, like literally taking the duck to go home and eat it. I want to ask you something. Are you really seriously defending this? Are you really seriously looking at Biden and Kamala and saying they were the greatest presidents ever? We don't have any problem with them. This economy looks good. This whole party is awesome. Are you one of us that's saying, dude, this whole party is out of control? Guys, if you don't see a problem with what's happening, I want to ask that question. When have we ever had a presidency when we seen the borders wide open?
Come on, y'all. When have we ever seen that? We have not, guys. It is getting bad. This is first-hand account, eyewitness account, guys. Springfield, Ohio, it is going down, guys. The Haitians are taking over and they're doing the unthinkable. This is another one right here. Mugshot. Woman arrested for doing things to cats. I'll just say that. Eating in front of the neighbors. Guys, this lady right here is Haitian.
What did you do?
Look at this video.
Why'd you kill the cat? Smile for me. Smile with your teeth. Go like this. Did you eat that cat? Did you eat it? No, why'd you kill it? Did you guys see all this?
No, we pulled up and she was just laying there with it.
Did you see her eating it?
Eating it.
She was eating it?
Yeah, she was.
You call the Humane Society, see if they'll come pick this cat up. It's deceased.
Y'all, come on now. This right here, I'm talking about a household pet, somebody's friend. You talking about you pick my friend up and did that? Like, come on, they can't keep getting away with this, y'all. They're playing into and feeding into these gaslight narratives, trying to make Donald Trump look crazy on that debate stage when we got first-hand eyewitness accounts. People are getting arrested for this. Like, oh my, this is a problem, guys. This is really becoming a problem. And listen to what Kamala Harris has to say in defense of these Haitians.
That is why, also, starting with our administration, we gave TPS, temporary protected status, to Haitian migrants, 55,000. And then more recently, we extended temporary protected status to over 100,000 Haitian migrants for that very reason, that they need support, they need protection.
Temporary protective status is what she's giving to these Haitians, guys. I mean, if that doesn't lose your votes, I don't know what does, man. I mean, this could come to a town near you. You know what I'm saying? What if it's your Fluffy, you know? Your orange cat. Your ducks that you usually feed on the pond, you and your kids go give them the butt bread and come on now, like that is so messed up, guys. Listen to this right here. I'm gonna finish on this one. This is a TikToker just giving us a full, you know, this is the account, how people are truly feeling after ABC's rigged debate. Listen to this.
Holy smokes, this debate could not have been worse for the Harris campaign. It could not have been any worse. And the sad thing is, she actually looked pretty good on stage, but the moderators in ABC ruined it for her. You got to remember, folks, campaigns are two things, sound bites and snapshots. People aren't going to remember most of what happened tonight except for this. The moderators at ABC allowed Kamala Harris to stand on that stage over and over and over again, lying to people. Lied about her record, lied about her involvement in the Biden-Harris administration, lied about her positions, lied about everything, lied about her VP candidates' positions. She just made shit up. She lied about everything, and the moderators let her get away with it. Yet the same moderators seem to have prepared clarifications for the things that they suspected that Donald Trump was going to bring up, and most of those fact checks were not true. And everyone knows it, because people aren't stupid. The American people are not dumb. We're very well researched. We're educated people. We understand what's going on in this country. And those moderators just treated you, America, as though you're too stupid to know better. They allowed Kamala Harris to lie repeatedly, and then they tried to take Donald Trump down themselves. What people are going to remember from this debate is very simple. Kamala Harris was not prepared to take on Donald Trump by herself. She needed moderators to do the work for her. And now it makes sense why she had to have her VP candidate sitting next to her when Dana Bash interviewed her with CNN. She needed somebody else to do her dirty work for her, to protect her. And how do you think the American people are going to feel when they have to go into a voting booth in the next couple of weeks and make a decision about who they want sitting across the table from the world's thugs and dictators negotiating the biggest challenges that our country's ever faced? Do you think they're going to want someone like Kamala Harris, who can't even get on a debate stage and debate Donald Trump in good faith? Or do you think they're going to want someone like Donald Trump in that room who just mopped the floor with 3 people at the same time?
I'm gonna leave it there, y'all. That was Patriot Dad on TikTok, man. Absolutely just driving that point home to say this was not just Donald Trump versus Kamala Harris during this debate. This was rigged. This was loaded on the side of, you know, Kamala Harris. It looked like she had bought and paid for the support, the assistance from those debate moderators on ABC. I mean, just the way they were letting her go, flow, like she was just lie after lie after lie. No fact check whatsoever. Donald Trump tells the truth. It may sound crazy, but it's actually the truth. Donald Trump saying, hey, there's crazy things going on in Springfield, Ohio. I just showed you guys multiple accounts. Eyewitness testimony. This is happening. They tried to make the man look crazy, fact checking him multiple times, even though we're seeing here, guys, those fact checks were not warranted whatsoever, guys. Hop in the comment section, man. Let me know your thoughts, how you feel after that first presidential debate between Kamala Harris, Donald Trump, live on ABC, guys. Also, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you did enjoy more content like this, I'll catch you guys on the next one.